and we can start. So welcome, everyone. It's a beautiful day out there with a great stretch of golf weather before and among us. So you have a very happy manager right now, and I hope everybody is doing well in the transition. I'm here to help you with that. If you have any login problems or app problems, I do not want you to struggle with them. I want to make sure that this transition goes as smoothly as possible. I know the big question is, where's the business cards? Hopefully they will be here early next week and you will be alerted then. I was hoping they would get here by tomorrow, but I'm not so sure. It is a big task getting 1,400 agents new business cards. So we just have to be a little bit patient. Okay, let's talk about inventory. So we did better, mostly because we had quite a few REO occupied properties listed in the last 2 weeks since the last sales meeting. But we did have one REO that was vacant and should get an accepted offer today or tomorrow. And we had 2 traditional listings. Angel, is 106 Theodore Drive still available?
It is, but I showed it yesterday and I think the person was in love with it. So I'm expecting an offer from me.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear. That doesn't happen often enough, right?
And a listing on house to sell.
Ah, nice. Very good. Okay. It pays to get listings, right?
Oh, yeah.
Only good things happen when you have listings, right?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay, so the Mike Kenduck crew, under Christine's name, put out 15 Dumplin Hill Lane at 1.398, the highest any house has been in the Elwood School District in recent memory. And we have an accepted offer already. It's pretty crazy. So, one of the things is, I'm going to talk a little bit about multiple offers and appraisals. Now, some of you have been through this before, either recently or 2004, 5, and 6. But some of you might be new to multiple offer situations, and I urge you to talk to me before you talk to your seller and line things up. We just had a listing that Bobby is working on in Mastic Beach. We showed it for about 10 days. We ended up with 7 offers, 6 of them over asking. And, the question to the homeowner is, which one is actually going to go and which one is going to net the homeowner the most post-appraisal? So we first had somebody who was the highest offer, and they said, yeah, we'll match any appraisal, or we'll pay the appraisal price. And then if the appraisal is under what we offered, we'll still match and we'll be where we are. And when we accepted their offer, they immediately backtracked and said, no, we can't do that. We can only pay for the appraised value. So we have a bunch of other people. Obviously, I called each agent and I asked them if they spoke to their buyer about the appraisal. Anytime you're going to be $20,000, $30,000 over asking, that's got to be an issue. Not that the appraisal won't come in, but at least 1 in 3 are not coming in. So you're trying to find the strongest position so that post-appraisal, your homeowner nets the best amount of money. And so if you have such a situation, please, let's talk before you talk to your seller, and let's make sure that we get the seller ready for a bit of a ride. It's a little bit of a bumpy ride. You know, one of the things is people say, oh, this is a great market for sellers. Well, it is, because most people don't have to be on the market for more than 2 weeks to get more than 5 offers over asking. But getting to closing at the same price is another issue. And we have to do the best we can to make sure that we're getting the best net for our sellers and the least disruption. And sometimes that's not so easy. Okay, any questions about that before we move on? Okay, you know that we're still in a situation where inventory is completely anemic. And I don't see this situation changing, at least in the next 3 or 4 months. What does that mean? You have to be very careful with your buyers and make sure that they have strong financials to be able to compete in these multiple offer situations. And number 2, you should be making sure that you're spending most of your time not prospecting for buyers, but prospecting for sellers. And I don't think we're doing enough of it yet. We are in the middle of the listing season, and our results so far have not been that good. So if there's any way I can help you with the inventory challenge and certainly the prospecting for sellers, please let me know and we can have a chat. We can meet, whatever. I'm very happy to move that along. Okay, so this is Fair Housing Month. You understand how important it is to be knowledgeable and to be thoughtful when you're working with your clients in terms of fair housing. The whole Newsday thing has really put a spotlight on us, and we need to make sure that we're following as much as we can. So today, we're going to do something new. We're going to use the technology that we have to give you a short fair housing quiz. I'm using the polling function on Zoom to going to ask you some questions, and I'm going to ask you to answer them. And just like any multiple choice test, you read the question carefully, you read each of the answers carefully, and then you pick the answer that you think makes the most sense. I'd like everybody to participate. And if you don't participate, I'll be calling you later and asking you why you didn't. But I'm going to start the polling now. And I think I have 7 or 8 questions. Okay, so fair housing question 1. What question is not problematic as far as fair housing is concerned? Which of those questions are correct? Okay. So we have like 14 agents, and I have 12. Okay, that's not bad. Very good. No problem. Okay, so the results were everybody got the right answer. That's what I like to see. Okay.
I just got the same question again.
Yeah, no, I'm looking, I'm seeing. It's not pulling up the second and third question. Okay. Back to the drawing board with the polling questions. Let me pull up the questions that I had come up with, and let's go through them anyway. I don't know why the polling's not working, but I'm going to pull up the questions as I had them. Okay, here it is. Okay, I'm going to share my screen and we'll go through that without recording the polling, but at least we'll be able to go through the quiz. Okay. The second question is, which of the following is the case when it comes to rentals? Number one, this may surprise you, but a majority of fair housing violations are on the rental side. Number two, discrimination never happens in the world of rentals. Discrimination is much more common in the purchase-sale market. Landlords can do or say what they want, and agents are not responsible. So if you can use the chat to say whether 1, 2, 3, or 4 is the right answer. So it gets down to, are there more fair housing violations in rentals than in sales? Yes or no? Hit the chat. This is a really important question because it goes to the way we work. And the fact is that rentals are a minefield of fair housing. And that's why I recommend you spend your time getting listings rather than working on rentals. But if you're going to do a rental, you have to be very careful about what you do, what you say, how you set it up. Recommend very strongly that you use the NTN service for rental applications, which basically takes us out of that loop. And that is the strongest way to work with rentals. Okay, which of the following would be an example of inappropriate steering? Compiling a list of properties in multiple school districts, showing a buyer properties in many neighborhoods, listening to the buyer's wishes and giving them a varied list of property options to consider, only showing individuals of a certain race neighborhoods where a majority of that people live. It's a pretty easy one. I hope nobody gets this one wrong. Okay, everybody's saying 4. That's great. Let's go on to the next question. Whoops. Which of the following best describes emotional disability as it relates to fair housing? Emotional disability is not a true disability. Emotional disability is both a true disability and a protected class. Emotional is not a protected class, none of the above. Here's another problem with rentals. You get the issue of support animals. And by law, support animals have to be let into buildings even when they don't want animals in the building. And this can be a very difficult thing to negotiate without getting yourself in trouble. Okay, number two, see, the thing is, this sort of proves what I say about what happened with Newsday. It's not a matter of the agents don't knowing what's right. It's a matter of the agents getting lazy in their talk and just letting things slip that they should never be talking about or never say. Okay, here's number 7. Which of the following is not a federal protected class? Color, religion, disability, or source of income? Okay, everybody's got 4. It is a protected class in New York State. So again, very important. If you're doing rentals, you can't ask people where their money's coming from. Okay, with respect to the fair housing notice, a broker must post the same in the following locations: company brokerage website, physical brokerage office, open house, all of the above. Yep, all of the above. Now, just so you know, I am going to share with you the poster. There was an old poster, and you should be using the new poster that was just put out by the Department of State.
John, it's Joe.
Yeah,
I don't know where the button is to put the numbers down, but that's beside the point. I was told that on the emails, you have to have the fair housing notice.
it would be a good thing to do. I don't see why, if you have an email signature, you wouldn't put something about fair housing.
I mean, I
I have the little fair housing logo on my email. Let's take one thing at a time and I'll show you that. But here's the fair housing notice that you should be using. And if you're doing an open house, you need to have these out. I would recommend that you have one posted on a nice, plastic thing you can get at Staples, and have a couple that if people want to take and read, they can. And obviously everybody that comes into a open house and is not connected to an agent, you need to get the fair housing notice, the fair housing acknowledgement signed by them. Very, very important. Okay, so there are people out there that are paid as testers, and they are going to open houses. And God forbid they go to your open house and you don't have this notice. I printed some extras up. I have them in the office, but you all got a copy of it. and you should be printing it up and keeping it with your open house stuff. Any questions? Okay. Okay, we're going to take a break from my agenda, and I'm going to have Malia Freeberg take the floor. She is our representative for VHT, and she'll speak for a few minutes, and then she'll take your questions.
Did I unmute myself?
Yeah, you did. You're
Okay.
good.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for allowing me into your meeting today. My name is Malia. I'm the sales manager for VHT Studios. Used to be Vizzy. They merged with VHT. I don't know if you guys were familiar with Lucy. She's an unforgettable voice, but she moved up in the company and I took over her position. So I'll share my contact information with you at the end. John, can you make me a co-host so I can share my screen?
You should be able to share your screen now.
Okay.
Oh, Sharon, don't.
Can you see my screen?
No, I'm good, unless I go.
John,
Yes,
can you see it? Okay.
yes.
So I'm just going to go over a few things quickly. This is obviously our website. I'm just going to go over some of the services that we offer. We do photography. We do everything: photography, drone, floor plans, virtual staging, 3D Matterport. We do the video walkthroughs, which now come with a 20-second teaser video that you can download to upload to your social media anytime you do one of these video walkthroughs, which is great. It's a great marketing tool to be able to upload something to social media. I can just quickly go through the services because I know you guys all have seen this before, so I don't want to bore you, but we have 3 different qualities of images: our silver, gold, and platinum. This is a brief description. I won't go through them, but you can look on our web page for the explanations of them. Let's see. We do, I don't know, a lot of you there do floor plans. We have our interactive floor plan. When you order an interactive floor plan, it comes with also your print, black and white PDF for print. This is the interactive one. It's a great marketing tool with your buyer. You can click on every one of these little hot spots here, and it will show you the exact picture that the photographer took. You can go from, floor to floor. It's one of our best marketing tools that we have. I'm going to show you a package later after this that has the interactive floor plan and the 3D Matterport. I don't know if any of you have used this before. I know what the market is like right now, and agents they don't have to do a lot because your property sells in a day, but it won't stay this way forever. So this is what we offer this right now in a really great package. I think everyone should have one of them in their portfolio to show your prospective seller what you can do, what you're willing to do, what it is. So this is a 3D, and you can walk through it. You just use your arrow keys and your mouse, and you can glide through the house. You can spend an hour showing this to your seller or your buyer. This is considered the dollhouse. It's just looks cool, but you can see it from all angles. And this is the floor selector. So you can select whatever floor you want, and then you can tap it, and it zooms down in it. So you can walk through this, in great detail, and you can zoom in and zoom out. You can literally see the grout in the fireplace. Let's see. And then our video walkthrough, which is, I don't know if a lot of you have used it before, but it's a 90-second walkthrough. This one is combined with drone in the beginning. So it just walks you through it. It's 90 seconds. This is just a 30-second one. but it's an amazing marketing tool. It's amazing when you combine it with drone video. It tells an amazing story of the property. It's one of my favorite 2 packages to put together. So I'm going to quickly show you, you guys. You guys are literally on the lowest. I know this is your old logo. We haven't updated our marketing stuff yet to your new logo. I'm in the process of changing over everybody's email on our back end, which is a huge feat to change everybody's email addresses. But your tours are updated with your updated branding. So this won't be on any of your tours from us. Your new logo was provided to me, and that will be on all your marketing moving forward is the new logo. But this is your pricing, and you guys are literally on the lowest price point that we possibly have. There's not one company, no Douglas Sullivan, Daniel Gill, nobody that has $80 for photos. So this is for 20 photos. This is 30. You can always purchase additional ones for $5. This is our gold series that I showed you earlier. This is a higher quality image. It's 7 exposures manually blended into one perfect, crisp, clear photo. So it starts out at 10 for $159, and you can always purchase as many as you want after that. These are our packages with the interactive floor plan, up to 2,000 square feet and up to 3,500 square feet. And then of course the gold with the floor plan. These are all of our extras, aerial, twilight. This is the 3D. It starts out at $195. Our video walkthrough. This is our aerial package. Our floor plans are $150. We can redraw a floor plan if you already have it for $69. This is our staging. We have a great staging. Actually, not all of our staging, is on, our virtual staging is on here. We have a bigger selection. We have a declutter and a repaint that's not on here. So we can repaint a room for you, and we can declutter it, leaving everything in there, but taking out like all the crap that people have left in there. And then your print brochures. This is the flyer. This is the special that right now it's originally $299 till the end of the month. It's offered extra $50 off, so it's $249 with any photo order. So this is the 3D, which starts off at $195 up to 2,000 square feet, and the floor plan, which is $150 up to 3,500 square feet. And then on both you pay overages, but with this package you pay no overages. So for $249, you can get unlimited square footage on a 3D and unlimited square footage on a floor plan. So you can do a 10,000 square foot house for the same price as a 2,000 square foot house with this package. It's a really, really great deal. The $50 only lasts till the end of the month, but the $299, that price still remains, for a while. I don't think we're going to take this away for a couple more months. But I'm trying to get an extension on this extra $50, which I'll probably get. So anyone that wants to order one of these, you can just call me. I'm going to flip up my contact information, which I think is right here. Can you still see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. So this is my email address. There's an underscore there. People miss it. This is the main customer service contact number. And this is my direct phone number. Looks weird. So this is my cell. This is customer service. You can reach out to them anytime. They are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Saturdays, 9 to 2 is their hours. Our turnaround time on photos is 1 business day. So if you were to take them right now, you would get them by the end of the business day tomorrow. Video is 2 business days. Does anyone have any questions on pricing?
You can unmute yourself and ask the question if you like, or you can put a question in the chat box if you like.
I can send this, I can send the pricing and the flyer to Linda, and she can distribute it to you, and my contact information. So everything that I just showed you here, I can have her email it out to you if you have any questions. You can always reach me directly, or you can ask me now.
Excellent. Thanks, Malia.
You're welcome.
Malia.
Malia, yes.
Got it.
Maria with an L.
Okay. If you could stop sharing your screen, that would be great.
Yep. Okay. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Yeah, if anybody has any questions, I'll wait a second and then we'll move on with the rest of the meeting. Okay, so you know that we have our own tech stack and it was finished off in November with the Delta Media. So we have the Google Suite, which is the email, the calendar, drive, etc. We have the Dot Loop, which is your document management with e-signature. And we have your Delta Media, which dashboard you should be going to every day, which gives you access to most of the things that you will use on a day-to-day basis, your CRM and your website. And having all those made this transition a lot easier on the gold side than it is for the blue, because the other Coldwell Banker offices did not have these technologies, and they're in a big learning curve right now. But we should be pretty settled, and I can insist on how much it is important to integrate Delta Media in your daily life. And I'm hoping that we're going to see more progress in the next quarter of you doing that. And it certainly will be a topic discussion when we do our quarterly review at the end of the second quarter. So just keep that in mind and keep it going. On the other side, we've gotten some extra tools, and there are actually a couple more coming from the Coldwell Banker side, and that's Coldwell Banker Desk. So I am going to show you some of that today, and then we're going to go from there. Let me bring it up and share my screen. If you did not get your Coldwell Banker login or didn't use it properly, let me know. We do have people that can help you get into Desk. Oops, great. Okay, so let's share this screen. So this is sort of another dashboard that has a lot of different tools on them. Some of them you will use, some of them we don't need because we have Delta. But this is what all the Coldwell Banker franchises have. And you can see there's a whole bunch of tools. Let me see if they've added anything else. Not yet. So one thing that's missing here that we will be getting soon is Cold's Resource. So it's the old reverse phone lookup directory. And I know we've had something in the office for you to share, but now each person is going to get their own account on Cold's Resource and be able to look up as many addresses, phone numbers as they need to. This is just in time for the 25th. In 5 days, the cold calling should expire. I don't think they have the nerve in Albany to extend it again. You were sent a petition to sign on Facebook, I think it was, to tell the lawmakers that enough is enough. And if everybody is open 100%, real estate should be open 100%. And that means we should be able to call expireds, FSBOs, call around listings, that kind of thing. Okay, so what are we going to use here? First thing is List Track, which is the replacement for Golden Ruler. You can actually get this as well in your Stratus. It's the same product. It comes with MLS. It comes with Coldwell Banker. If you go to your listings and you want to see what's going on, it will show you on any listing how many listings, where they're coming from, tracking the visitors over time and where the visitors are coming from. That's really interesting. Quite a bit from Florida. So this you can use to send the seller a report. Schedule delivery of seller report, and then your seller would get that report at any time frame you decide, or just one report at a time. As Malia said, you know, you don't have to do much to sell a house these days. If you just whisper loud enough, you're going to get your 5 offers over asking. But also, she said, which is very right, this too shall pass. Markets go up and down, and eventually we'll have to work hard to sell listings, and we can't forget all those tools. Okay, Moxie Present is the replacement for CMA Toolkit, and it's a pretty, those who use it say they like it a lot better than CMA Toolkit. I know there's a learning curve here, but there is a template that you can use that can eventually make your presentation. I made a sample one here. And what I like about it is there are really nice photos in it. And it does a lot of the same that the CMA Toolkit does. Explains the company, explains the marketing, explains something about pricing, where the buyers are. I also know that we are working on a standard PowerPoint presentation that will be available on our intranet next week. So if you don't want to fumble with Moxie, I believe it will be on the intranet, and I think they're also going to put it in here under Moxie Present as a template. Oops. The other thing is Brand Serve, which lets you create different brand assets. And there are all kinds of social media things in here. You definitely should look at this. They had some really good recruiting videos that I'm going to use, and stuff that you can post to social. So our marketing committee is continuing to put out their stuff, but there is stuff from Coldwell Banker itself that you can also beef up your social media campaigns with, and Brand Serve is very easy to use. It's just a click. The other thing I wanted to mention before we left was Spark, which is something Century 21 did not have. So this is a full solution for personal and business benefits. I have a Spark. Let me see if I have the flyer. But in here, you can actually sign up for insurance. For $72 a year, you get complimentary access to Forewarn, the real estate app, $50 credit on all Miss McKissock continuing education plus memberships, $10,000 disability life insurance, and affordable benefits, including life, dental, vision, and other insurance programs. So if you are in need of any of these things, this is a way to, basically what they've done is create a group. You can join this group for $72 a year, and then you can use any of the particular things that they have, a whole range of products and services. If you need more information about Spark, you let me know, and I'll be happy to have somebody come and describe more of the benefits to us. But if you go into Desk like I just did and click on Spark, you can investigate all the way through all the different things that are available with Spark. Any questions about Desk? Again, your main focus should be on the Delta Media, DeltaNet, obviously using Dotloop, but especially when the Coles resource comes, you will go to Desk. I don't think we're going to be able to put it on the Delta Media dashboard. There are certain things that need the Coldwell Banker login, and we're going to have to go to Desk for them, but they're going to be the minority, not the majority. Okay, do I have any questions, suggestions, issues that need to be solved today? Great. I appreciate you all coming. I got the message that you wanted another copy of the fair housing poster. I will send that when I send the weekly update, probably Saturday morning. And if you need it before then, let me know, but it will be coming on the weekly update. I appreciate your patience with the transition. From what I hear, it's going pretty well, and we will just keep moving forward. I will see you in 2 weeks if I don't see you before then. Everybody enjoy this great weather.